myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
You ready? 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
All day, just like that.
Tight dog. Yo, go.
Stay
Go.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. Still warm that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 72 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Break.
53, check 53. Let's go, you tighten up.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. That one complete to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Pete. Hey, Haywood. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You got nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Whitney merciless. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Here we go. 90 Wolf and Alpha. You better break. Let me know right now. You better break. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McFarland. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Bravo. Watch the shot. Check 3. Go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We got 4. Check. Check safety. 5. Snap.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground is Michelle. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Let's go.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
6-6, pull it high. Hey!
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Hey! Wahoo!
Jones on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Yeah. Hey, seam 6. On the ball, 5.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 39 yards there. A big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give, right side. McFarland. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Check hot route.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break. Jones. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Look at me. Go on.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Come on, set, 8, read.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Costello looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
22's coming, Mike. I got
Fair.
He's checking. Crash.
Hard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense.
Big triple.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He finds his target, Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down.
Ready.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Greystone, travel. Ready.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Blue draw quarters.
You got tape.
Hey.
Check nickel.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there at 22. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello airing it up. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Bravo!
Watch the twins. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. He's counting me.
On 4th down, Costello. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
1st down, New England.
Throwing on 1st down, Costello. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Go.
To throw on third down, Costello. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. Dante Hightower on the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hey, Steve stick. Look at me. Go.
Big ass.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Hey, dude. Switch.
Check 4.
Now.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
On the ready.
53. Check 53.
All day, baby. All day.
Check.
Topper. Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got it.
53. Mike.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Gostkowski for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limit.
And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check.
Hey. Fine.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run.
Good. Hard. Hey, exit.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whitney merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.